Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Los Angeles Rams taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Rams ready to take over on offense, and they will do so behind the first overall pick in the 2016 draft. Now he's in season number 5 out of Cal. It's Jared Goff.
That's not unusual for a team to have a little bit of a letdown after appearing in the Super Bowl. And the Rams had that Super Bowl letdown after their loss in Super Bowl 53 to New England. But it might surprise people that quarterback Jared Goff still finished 3rd in the NFL in passing yards at better than 4,600. They just want to see him cut down on the number of interceptions he threw last year. And they think the Rams can elevate their offense yet again.
Now Goff on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
We've had dual-threat quarterbacks in the NFL in the past, and we've had some really good ones. But I don't know if we've had one quite like Lamar Jackson. Led the league in touchdown pass with 36 last season. Set the all-time record for rushing yards in a single season for a quarterback at over 1,200 yards. And he led his Baltimore Ravens to a 14-2 regular season mark. Best in the NFL. The sky is the limit for Lamar Jackson.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Caught right side, it's Snead. That catch good for only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Jackson now. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson going to run. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Jackson running again. And he's got some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Micah Kiser gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And when this ball's tipped and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll take this one for about 4 to the 40.
Akers, the ball.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on third down, Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. First down, L.A. Goff finding Reynolds there.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
From the 50, it's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now a first down throw, Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Zone now, Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
At the Ravens' 13-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as they were taken down at the 7-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a first and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
To the air again, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Reynolds there to make the grab. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. touchdown. It's Gay to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll try and run it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 37. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But it's going to be second down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Akers. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pushes past him. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Gain of 14. 1st down, Baltimore.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Rams 7, Ravens nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch for Bryant. He's got a 1st down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
10-yard loss on the play.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Danger of a punt that good. A 16-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide, they want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. It's a pickup of 12. That'll set up the third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that'll set him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now a carry for Dobbins. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the L.A. offense. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Goff on first down. Right side complete. That's Woods.
7 yards the pickup there. To Robert Woods. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Akers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of. Turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Rams 10, Ravens nothing.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Flushed out right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
The keeper.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now Goff on first down. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's caught offside. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing, everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it up. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.